Welcome, Brainiacs! It's time to get your neurons firing and your synapses snapping as we take you on a tour of Green Brain Comics on the eve of New Comic Book Day. Follow along with your hosts, fill out your mental shopping list, and remember to give us a piece of your mind in the comments. And make sure to stick around for info about upcoming events in and around the store. And now get ready to feed your brain on Brainscan. The camera's all over the place. Woo!
Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Brainscan. We're here at Green Brain Comics. We will scan our shelves and show you all the new books hitting the racks this week, Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. Woo!
Woo!
All right, it's spring and we got all kinds of new comics to show you, so let's get right to it. It's a big list chock full of amazing new comics. We got all kinds of stuff. I am Katie. We have Monty on the live chat. So
There she is.
Chime in, let us know what you're excited about this week, and if there's anything that you would like set aside, and of course, let us know who you are if we don't recognize you by your screen name. We do have Cameraman Dan.
Howdy, folks.
Piping in with the fact checking.
That I am. Fact checker Dan.
So if we give any incorrect information, please feel free to fact check us in the comments. We love it.
No prizes are given out freely.
Yes. Without any further ado, let's get ready to look at some new comics. Woo!
Woo!
All right, starting over here in our middle grade section with my pick of the week runner-up,
Oh.
Ant Story by Jay Hassler.
It's a compelling scientific journey with an utterly charming young ant.
Aww. So Jay Hassler was also the author of a B story, which wasn't called that. It was called, it was originally called Clan Apis, and then it was re-released under another name.
Way of the Hive.
Way of the Hive. And I loved that book from all those years ago, and I'm really excited to read this new book by Jay Hassler exploring the life of an ant, and it's going to be really good, and I can't wait. And Jay Hassler is going to be at A2CAF in June.
That's right.
So you could even meet him in person and get your book signed.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Great cartooning. He's a great teacher, too.
Awesome. Also new this week in middle grade, it's Asgardians Odin.
This is from New York Times bestselling author of the Olympians series, George O'Connor. He's starting this brand new series off, focusing on the Asgardians pantheon.
Nice. It's Betty and Veronica, decades in the 70s.
You can tell it's in the 70s because of their pants.
Yes. Nice colored pants. Also new this week, The Circuit.
This is about a young boy's travels back and forth over the border and the lifestyles around that.
Oh, right. Isn't he like a migrant farmer?
Yes.
Or part of a family of migrant farmers. Yes. The Best of My Little Pony, Volume 1, Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, it's Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, so sparkly. Twilight Sparkle looks like they should be in that Asgardians.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is?
The Circuit.
Oh, haha, I missed it. And The Circuit is Sean's Pick of the Week.
All right.
Woo!
All right.
All right. First I thought it was going to be My Little Pony. I was like, really? Out of Left Field from Jonan Newman.
This is a graphic novel from, Anders McNeil, I think. But it's got a plug from Dave Pilkey on the top, and it's about baseball.
Nice.
Hooray, we need more
Awesome.
baseball graphic novels.
Oh, and then it's number 1 of Primer, and this is another example of a book that originally came out as a graphic novel, and now they were breaking it up into chapters and re-releasing it as single-issue periodicals.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
Interesting twist. So there you go.
That's about the best way to explain it.
All right, that wraps up our middle grade section, and now we're going to circle around over here to the manga.
Was that like a Wonder Woman turn?
like one.
That was one.
Yes.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Initial D Omnibus Volume 1, this classic series.
First time back in print in a long time. This collects volumes 1 and 2 in the omnibus format.
Nice. Also new this week, it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 6, Stone Ocean, Volume 3.
Right.
That's a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
And it's so green.
People love it. And that's it on the manga shelf. So we're going to come around this way. Are we going to go right to crime? And we're going to jump right in to our new periodicals this week, starting with crime. Ooh, over here in crime, we have Heat Seeker, a Gun Honey series, trade paperback.
Ooh, and that's the fancy Art Germ cover.
Ooh, Art Germy. New Burn, number 16.
I think this is getting close to wrapping up.
From Chip Zdarsky and Jacob Phillips. Masterpiece, number 4. I swear these covers get like creepier every time. I don't know what's going on here, but...
I could explain it to you, but it's not going to make it any less
I kind of do. I read number 1, so I kind of know the premise, but it's always like a cringy like cover.
Right.
From Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev. We got number 2 of The Six Fingers.
That's a new series from Dan Waters, Sumit Kumar, and Lee Lawfridge. We also get a second print of Six Fingers, number 1.
Nice.
With a new cover.
Look at that.
Next up.
Oh, and it's crime. It does have a little like superpower element to it, but I guess you don't really want to put this in indie superheroes.
Nope.
It is the complete edition, every single issue of the hit series, Sex Criminals from Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. Speaking of Chip Zdarsky, who was the co-author and also artist of this whole series. And I'll tell you what, I love this series when it came out. It was amazing, and I know that I've picked it a million times in all of its different renditions. Here's the big hardcovers, but I can't help it. I love it. Matt Fraction, Chip Zdarsky. It's my pick of the week. Woo!
All right. Beautiful cover. It's also got a cover blurb from Matt's father.
Oh, did you want to get it on there? I don't know if you can read that on the screen. So, very fun. Love it.
Beautiful. Next up.
Moving on to action adventure, starting with Berserker Poetry of Madness, pen and ink edition.
So this reprints that one shot in black and white only.
Whoa. Berserker Bloodlines trade paperback, volume 1.
So this collects 2 of the one shots, including Poetry and Madness, into a single volume. This will be fully colored.
That wraps it up for action adventure. Now we're going to step on over to horror with Bryn Mawr trade paperback.
That is from Steve Niles and Damian Worm.
Cemetery Kids Don't Die, number 2.
Number 1, I made it my pick of the week because the cartooning is so fun and goofy. This is lots more of the same. We also got a 1 in 10 from Daniel Eck.
Wow.
Lawn.
That's
that guy's
really wild looking.
Yeah, Daniel Ekman Lawn.
Look at that. Look at that
wild
collage detail.
Reminds me of Dave McKean.
Yeah, right.
Okay, next up.
Creep Show Volume 2 trade paperback.
It collects that recently wrapped up miniseries.
Ooh, it's Feral, number 1, from the creators of Stray Dogs.
That's right, folks, where Stray Dogs was all about poor, oblivious animals not aware that their owner was a homicidal murderer. Oops, spoiler warning. But this, Feral, is like Homeward Bound, but with Walking Dead. That's right. Cats and zombies.
Cat zombies.
And it's my pick of the week.
Woo!
All right.
Ghostbusters, Back in Town, number 1. It's a horror? Sure.
It's ghosts.
Oh, right. The Goon, Them That Don't Stay Dead, part 1 of 4.
All right. It's great to have Eric Powell and the Goon back on the shelf. This is a 4-issue miniseries, all in brutal black and white.
Got a new issue of Philadelphia, number 34.
Bringing over Savage Dragon from the Image universe.
Wild. And that wraps up the horror shelf.
All right.
Now I'm going to scooch on around here. Oh, and then I'm going to tag Monty in if they're interested in showcasing the original graphic novels this week.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah. All right. First up, we've got Anna by Mia Oberlander. This is a book made by a German artist, comic artist, and it's been translated into English. And it's an allegory about women in a small German town who are super big, and so they can't fulfill their societal norms of being feminine, and it's funny, and it's thoughtful, and so it's my pick of the week.
All right. Woo! I feel for this person. They're very tall.
They're very tall, hilariously tall. And next we have How War Begins, Dispatches from the Ukrainian Invasion by Igort? No.
Yes.
Yes? By Igort.
Igor is a well-established European graphic novelist. This is their latest piece, and both of these books are from Fantagraphics.
And finally, we have Viscera Objectica by Hugo Limbo.
Much lighter topicry, considering that this is a man that falls in love with a puppet.
Yeah, you see a little hand coming out of the mouth here?
Mm-hmm. Ew.
Cool. I do love puppets, but had to pick Anna. Anyway, that's all we got for graphic novels.
All right. Thanks, Monty. All right, next up, we're going to come around to romance and erotica. On the new shelf this week, we've got...
Oh, it's the new issue of Samna from Becky Cloonan and Tula Lote.
This is a collaborative comic between those two comic superstars.
Uh-oh, looks like we're out of number 2.
We are out of number 2 for now, but we do have...
Number 1.
In stock, number 1. But we also have in stock this bagged variant. This bagged variant is from Tula Lote. I wonder what the cover is. If you buy it, maybe you'd be nice enough to open it up and let us see it.
It's for grown-ups only, not for children.
All right. So we got something around here at the strips here.
We do. It is a Mutt's Treasury. Treats from Patrick McDonald.
Ah, Patrick McDonald, fine cartoonist.
Nice. Oh, and also it's Back Issue Magazine number 150.
Ooh, it's a 100-page super spectacular.
Oh, look at all the Batman.
It's a focus on the Batman of the 1970s.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
There they are.
There they are.
There's all their aliases. It was all others. Careful.
Moving too fast.
Settle down there, Fasty.
All right, before we move any further,
yes,
we got some catalogs to show off.
Look at that. We got previews catalog for April. Bam, balam.
Hey, it's a Doctor Who.
Who?
I don't know.
Whap, whap. And of course, we got the Marvel previews and the DC Connect all in the same week. Look at that. They're doing everything.
And we even got an IDW catalog.
This is all the products solicited in April and shipping in June. So if you want a heads up on what's coming out over the summer, all the new series announcements, all what's coming up in your favorite series, that's where you find all that information.
All right.
Check it out. And then let us know if you're interested.
Next
all right. Jumping over here to our sci-fi shelf with If You Find This, I'm Already Dead, number 2.
Yeah, this was supposed to ship last week, but we've got our replacement copy, so here it is. New.
Whoops. The Ministry of Compliance, number 4.
Pencil Pusher, Enemy of the Cause.
Oh. Plus also IDW's 25th anniversary.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, they were kind enough to give us these cool shirts that
Nice
say
shirt.
just as much. The Last Hunt, Predator, number 2.
A lot of buzz around this new Predator series from Ed Brisson with art by Francesco Manna.
Dialogue on the cover.
Cover dialogue.
You just picked the wrong enemy, John Schaefer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and we got a bunch of new Void Rivals reprints. We got a 7th printing of number 1.
Wow.
a 6th printing of number 2, and a 3rd printing of number 6.
All right.
Jump on now.
I think we got most everything in stock.
yeah.
Oh, we're still missing a number 3.
Oh.
We'll get them back.
All right, but we got most of them, and you can catch up most of the way.
Most of the way.
That wraps up our sci-fi shelf. Now we're going to move down to fantasy adventure, starting with Conan the Barbarian, number 9.
Continuing that very popular series written by Jim Zub with art by Roberto De La Torre.
Red Sonja, number 9.
That girl is fit.
Susie Sampson, the Gorgon, and the Basilisk.
This is an interesting story, kind of bridging between fantasy and superheroics. But the Susie Sampson character is dealing with her latest enemy, middle age.
Also, is this like a suplex happening here on the
Yeah,
cover?
there's totally a suplex.
It took me a minute to figure out what was going on. I'm like, what's going on with this snake and these claws? Nope, it's they're giving wrestling vibes down here.
Good times.
Ooh, a new number 1. It's Under York, number 1.
Not familiar with the writer Sylvain Runeberg, but it is featuring art and this cover by Mirka Andolfo.
Nice. That wraps up our fantasy adventure shelf. And now we're going to move down to see what's new in indie superheroes. It is Black Hammer, The End, number 6, The End. This is it.
That's right, folks. This wraps up 10 years of Black Hammer by Jeff Lemire with art by Malachi Ward. And I think we even get like a wraparound cover with this one. Look at that, folks.
Oh, nice.
Nice wraparound cover. It wraps up nicely and neatly. Black Hammer, The End.
It's Duke. We got a bunch of printings of Duke. We got the 3rd printing of number 1. We got a 2nd print of number 2. And then we got a new number 4.
All right. Very popular title from Joshua Williamson.
Ooh, we got a Gargoyles trade paperback here in Manhattan.
Collects that first arc from the ongoing series.
It's a Local Man one-shot. Bad Girls.
From the team you know and love, Tim Seeley and Tony Fleeks.
Is that the Feral team?
Feral writer.
Ah. Also new this week, it's Rogue Sun Volume 3 trade paperback. Oh, and another new number 1, it's Sam and Twitch Case Files.
Todd McFarlane brings Sam and Twitch back for more adventures and fun. Todd McFarlane also co-writes this with art by Simon Kodransky.
Oh, and speaking of Savage Dragon's back with issue number 269.
Also featuring another guest appearance by Steamboat Willie, Not for Children.
Just spoil it. Oh, not for children. Kingspawn number 32 is new this week. Street Fighter Masters, Akuma versus Ryu.
Dude, this cover is so cool, and the extra bonus thing about it, same artist did the interiors. Art by Kenneth Lowe. Check this out. Street Fighter Masters.
That's nice. Looks like we also got a variant cover here.
We got this one per store variant by somebody whose name is on the back, I think. Joe Ing. Very nice cover. And then
Zorro, number 3, Man of the Dead.
All right.
And that wraps up our indie superhero shelf. And now we're going to move on down to DC Universe. Bloop. Starting with Detective Comics 1083.
With that famed team from Dawn Runner. That's right. Ram V with interiors by Riccardo Federici. And we got a 1 in 25 variant cover by Max Fiumara.
Nice. Forget to do that. We got a bunch of Batman reprints. We got 3rd printing of 142, 2nd printing of 143, and a 2nd printing of 144, all with these beautiful green and purple color scheme covers. I love them. What can we say? They go right perfectly well in our store.
Fantastic unifying reprints for this Joker Year 1 story.
Ooh, here's another new number 1. It's Batman Dark Age from the team that brought you Superman Space Age.
That's right. This almost was my pick of the week, folks. It's a beautiful book. You know I love that Mike Allred, Laura Allred work. But, of course, they're joined by Mark Russell, Quality Comics.
Is it your pick of the week runner-up?
It's a runner-up.
Nice.
It's a close 1.5.
It's the Batman Superman World's Finest trade paperback, The Devil Nazha?
Nazha. Sure.
I don't know how to pronounce
Nacho,
that.
I think it's called.
Oh.
This is the first arc in softcover from Mark Waid and Dan Mora.
Batman, The Brave and the Bold, number 11.
Continuing that anthology.
I Am Batman, Volume 2, Welcome to New York.
Hey, we finally get a softcover version of this from John Ridley. That's cool.
Nice.
Now you can read it with really nice art by Christian Deuce.
Birds of Prey, Progeny, trade paperback.
Collecting some classic stories from Gail Simone with art by Paulo Sequeira, Nicola Scott, and Robin Riggs.
The Flash, number 7.
Left 4 Dead.
Oh. Green Arrow, number 10 of 12.
Uh-oh, Left 4 Dead.
Alan Scott, Green Lantern, number 5 of 6.
Seeing Red.
Harley Quinn, number 38.
Crappy Birthday.
To me. Crappy birthday. Crappy birthday. Hey, we got a JL. Oh.
She got a rainbow cake.
Aww.
Aw, happy rainbow cake.
JLA trade paperback.
This is the complete collection.
You want all your monkey comics in one volume? You got them.
Featuring a fantastic cover by Art Adams.
Nice.
And a wonderful companion to this year's April special.
Yes. I like all the April editions. Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, everybody.
They're real.
They're real. They're really monkeys now. Penguin, number 8. The Penguin.
To your health.
To your health. There it is. I'll drink to that. Power Girl, number 7. Oh, it's Medieval Mayhem.
By Leah Williams with art by Marguerite Sauvage. We get that's the A cover by Amy Reeder. And then we got this ridiculously beautiful cover by Sozo Micah.
Nice. Beautiful.
Only got one of those, so get it fast. And finally,
Amazon's Attack, number 6.
wrapping up that mini-series.
Oh, the traitor revealed.
Uh-oh.
Who's the traitor? There's a mole.
There's a mole.
And that wraps up our DC Universe new releases. And now we're going to check out what's new from the Marvel Universe. Starting with Daredevil, number 7.
Ooh, guest appearance from Wolverine. Written by
Nice.
Saladin Ahmed with interiors by Aaron Cooter.
Gods, number 6.
From Jonathan Hickman.
All right. The Incredible Hulk, number 10.
Hippie Hulk.
Aw. It's Jackpot and Black Cat teaming up for a new number 1.
Revisiting this classic team-up written by Celeste Bronfman with interiors by Emilio Liso and this beautiful Adam Hughes cover.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 18, legacy numbering 300. It's 300 issues of Miles Morales.
This is pretty cool. He has to deal with his own Sinister Six here. Good adventures.
Are they counting all the original Ultimate Spider-Mans in that 300?
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. But yeah, 300 Miles Morales. There you go. Moving all the way down here to Amazing Spider-Man, number 46.
Electro's back.
All right.
And it looks like he's on crack.
He looks like he's drawn by Bob Burden.
And we got a 1 in 25 by Michael Cho.
Nice.
Look at that beautiful thing. Very nice.
It's got the leg spread and everything. Superior Spider-Man, number 5.
Continuing that story from Dan Slott.
Spider-Punk, number 2.
Oh yeah, Cody Ziegler, Jeff Mason, Fun Comics, Arms Race.
Nice. Edge of Spider-Verse, number 2. The Spooky Man. He looks pretty spooky.
This has the first appearance of the new Spooky Man character in the Spideyverse. This is created by Kari Andrews with
Nice.
Bob Quinn on art and doing this cover.
Also featuring Cyborg Spider-Man.
He's back, Cyborg Spider-Man.
Thunderbolts, number 4.
Ooh, pretty Terry Dodson cover.
Oh, it's the Ultimate Invasion trade paperback from Jonathan Hickman.
This is Jonathan Hickman kicking the new Ultimate Universe off right here with art by Brian Hitch.
Nice. Speaking of the Ultimate Universe, it's Ultimate Spider-Man #3 from Jonathan Hickman.
All right. We got this covered by Marco Cicchetto, and we got a 1 in 25 there.
Whoop.
From Greg Land.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Over here on our X shelf, we got Cable #3, part of the Fall of the House of X.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine #46.
His brain is looking a little bit too pink. Put some green food dye in there.
Also, it's Wolverine 46, Sabretooth War Part 6, and also part of the Fall of X.
That's right. And we also have a second print of number 43, Sabretooth Part 3
Nice.
of
There
this
you go.
sold-out storyline.
Another milestone issue. It's X-Force #50.
That's right. The final confrontation with Beast, written by Ben Percy with art by Robert Gill. And that Daniel Acuna cover, and a 1 in 25. Classic legacy art from George Perez.
Nice. Oh, this is a fun new #1 that launches just in time for a certain animated show getting launched. Sorry, go ahead.
This is the official prequel to the new season of X-Men 97 that just debuted on Netflix. Written by Steve Fox with art by Salva Espin. We got a cover by Todd Knock.
It is X-Men 97.
And this cover 1 in 25 by Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice artist.
Mm-hmm. Looks great.
Great.
Rise of the Powers of X. #3.
This great cover from R.B.
man.
Silva, calling back to the early days of the House of X. It's all falling apart right now, folks, from Kieran Gillen. And R.B. Silva, Rise of the Powers of X. We got a 1 in 25. This is Jean Grey Phoenix cover by Nick Bradshaw.
Nice. All right, that wraps up our Marvel Universe shelf. And now just one last rack to show you what's new in Star Wars. We got Star Wars Dark Droids trade paperback.
All right.
Star Wars The High Republic Adventures one-shot Crash Landing.
Oh.
And Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi #6.
I think that's wrapping up that miniseries, too.
With this nice cover by Phil Noto.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think we did it. That is our entire list of all the books hitting the shelves this week at Green Brain Comics for Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. Hopefully you saw something that you're excited about. Let us know in the comments, or just come by tomorrow and pick it up. Even better. Let's see. We got some events coming up.
That we do.
Down the pike. Our next event coming up, I'm not sure what you're queuing up, but our next event is the Drink and Draw.
Well, I don't have a frame for Drink and Draw yet, but I do have Brain Candy up.
Awesome. Our next Brain Candy is coming up on Monday, April 15th from 7 to 9 p.m. Brain Candy is a free live rotating showcase of artists, writers, and musicians curated by the Emerging Writers Network. Be sure to come by and support your local creative talent.
This month featuring musician Brian Ryborn, poet Mark James Andrew, prose writer Steve Amick, and visual artist Julie K. Fournier.
Nice. That is Monday, April 15th.
Mm-hmm. And I'll plug Final Order Report, giving you that last minute information for books going to final order cutoff on Monday. I'll get that video out on Facebook and YouTube, hopefully early in the weekend.
And then coming up on Friday, April 12th, will be our relaunching of the Drink and Draw event over at Downey Brewing. So come on by Friday, April 12th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. and hang out with a bunch of other artists. Bring your sketchbook, your project, or just yourself, and we will have drawing supplies. We'll have some artistic supplies there. If you come without anything else, just be prepared to hang out with other artists and have some fun.
Right on.
Boom. Anything else? Of course, there's Free Comic Book Day coming up on Saturday, May 4th. Yes.
We'll get graphics for all that stuff.
All right, let's see. What else? Shop our web store, greenbraincomics.com, where you can shop our entire inventory from the comfort of your own home. Order things to be delivered or pick up in store. You can also check out COMICHUB, our retailing partner, where you can manage your subscriptions, pay for your asides, and do all of your pre-orders also from your desktop, from your home, or on your mobile device by getting the COMICHUB app, available on Android and iPhone. Is that it? Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But on X, we are Green Brain CMX.
Nailed it.
Takes my brain a minute to catch up. All right. I guess that's it. So without any further ado, unless there's anyone you want to say anything to or about.
We got a lot of stuff coming up, folks. We're going to be a little scatterbrain over the next couple of weeks. We got some news coming about the Redford Theater. We got some fun stuff happening with them. We got some fun stuff happening down the road at the community center. All kinds of stuff. Very busy month coming up.
Yes, very much.
So let's kick this down.
Boom! We are spreading the love of comics and graphic novels to the heart, from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feature Brain at Green Brain Comics!
Woo!
Okay,